welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. It's the Baylor Bears and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Arizona State's offense will go on the attack first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all of...
But he's got room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Sun Devils... A huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Bowling. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, by the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense one.
Got it behind the line. It's Freeman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Lagway. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the scoop and scored. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Bears sideline, coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is an opportunity for them to get back in this game. It's been close so far, but the offense has to get on the board. Coming off that turnover, I feel the momentum shifting down here on this sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And now on second down for this offense. The run inside. It's Turner. There's a crease. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage.
Makes the grab and room to run. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
I tell you, as a play caller in this offense, when you have all this speed, sometimes you just look at your play sheet and pick a play because you know it's going to work. Big play before, now you got another big one lining you up here, first and goal.
They really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Now on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29. Line before he's brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a... on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll give it to Brown. At the 35, he's open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Quick completion on the out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, AS! Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain, he just gets it back to the 2.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He's going to throw it from his own end zone. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
Picks up the first down. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half.
How about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. It's Boley. Got his man. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Complete to the right. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Now the Sun Devils calling their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to buy time. That's caught. It's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the air on second down. Moving out to the right. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 6. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Sends it back in motion. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Off play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never... Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to pass. It's Boley. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. Turns it on in midfield. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right down the middle. Working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. To throw, it's Boley. looking to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it. And the Sun Devils come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll give it to Brown. At the 35, finding some room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Still looking on the move. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. Trying to find his man for 6.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge miss.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Stepping to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They'll send out the kicker here. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Boley. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll move the tight end. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Moves around to clear up the vision. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers.